So here I am again. I wanted to talk about the time that I got my ears pierced. I got my ears pierced a little bit later in life, and it was an adventure, to say the least. But before I get into it, I also wanted to say that you should follow me on social media. I feel like such a millennial and I hate it. My Instagram is Angela Grace 9, like the number 9. My Twitter is @mama_pills. Maybe I'll tell that story at a later date, because everybody asks and everybody thinks that I'm a pill popper, which I am not. I'll just say that for right now. I also stream on Twitch sometimes when I need to practice for a show, so if you want to come listen to me play some music, my Twitch is also mama_pills, and you can find my original music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora, I believe, Amazon Music, I don't know. You can find it anywhere, but I figure most people have Spotify, Apple Music, or iTunes. So those links are down in the description. I also have a couple playlists on my channel for my original music and also some covers that I've done. So feel free to go check those out as well. So, oh my goodness.
Bruh.
So, I got my ears pierced when I was in 7th grade, which would have made me like 12 or 13, maybe 11 or 12. So it was a little bit later in life because I was very scared to get my ears pierced. I did not like the idea of there being a needle in my ears. I just had never gotten it done. And when I was 11 or 12, a friend of mine convinced me to go and get my ears pierced. She lived in a nicer area than I did. Like where I lived, you would just go to like Claire's or to the mall or whatever and just, you know, get them stapled or whatever. We went to a little like not salon, but like a nicer jewelry store where they would pierce your ears. So that made me feel a little bit better because I was like, oh, these people know what they're doing. This is going to be a little more expensive, but it'll be worth it because nothing will go wrong. Alas, something did go wrong. So we go, and my friend came with me and her sister came with me because I needed moral support. I was terrified. I know this sounds so silly, but I guess I feel like most people get their ears pierced when they're babies, so they don't really remember, but I mean, my parents didn't want to do that to me, and I'm kind of glad they didn't, because otherwise I would not have this story to tell. We go and I sit down and the guy's like talking to me. He seems super legit and he's like putting on his gloves and cleaning my ears, and he puts the little dots on like with the marker. He gets his gun? Is it like technically a gun? It's yeah, it's an earring gun. And he lines it up and pulls the trigger, and it really hurt. I was like, everybody told me that it was gonna just be like a little pinch, and it felt like somebody stabbed me in my earlobe, and I was like, what is going on? However, before I could finish that thought, I hear the guy go, uh-oh. I was like, what? You are shooting a piece of jewelry through my skin. What is... uh-oh. He goes, it's fine. My glove just went through your ear. So when he shot it, his glove, the finger of his glove, like I guess they were loose, had caught onto the earring and went through my earlobe with the earring. So I had like a little bit of glove sticking out in the back and the rest of it just hanging from my ear. And then he started pulling on it. And I was like, please stop. That hurts. So then he got some scissors and he cut around it on the front and then took the earring out and pulled the glove out and then put the earring back in. And it was unpleasant. Actually, I had to get my ear re-pierced. It was my left ear. I had to get it re-pierced because it got infected, obviously. So I had to let them close up and then get them re-pierced, which was not as interesting. It went well, but not as interesting. So yeah, that's what happened when I got my ears pierced. What happened when you got yours pierced? I hope it was uneventful and super boring, and that your ears never gave you problems. I have a bunch of stories that I really, really want to tell you guys, so please, I feel like such a millennial, subscribe to me, please. Hit that subscribe button, as they say. I will certainly return with, there's a really crazy story that I have never told anyone, and I really, really, really want to tell that, so I think I might do that one next. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't decided. There's no reason I haven't told anybody. It's just such a long story, and it's so weird and random, and like it never comes up, and honestly I don't think about it, and then I remember that it happened, and I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. So I'm excited about telling that story. So I will see everybody next time. Don't forget to head down into the description and check out all of my things. Follow me, subscribe, and listen to my music, and I hope everybody has a pleasant He's trying to put the phone charger in his mouth. He needs to recharge. I hope that everyone has an excellent rest of their day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is where you are. Thanks for watching.